Hey guys, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I've decided to do a full face of first impressions. Basically, I've been really excited to try out the volume 2 of the Pretty Fun and Fearless palette by Morello. I have the first one of these and it is my holy grail eyeshadow palette. It's like these really nice like warm browns and then also some like cool tone like mauves and stuff like that. But this one is really fun and out there. When I saw the colors, I just had to have it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful and it's so different as well. But my sister gave this to me for Christmas and I actually still haven't dug into it yet, and it's now like the middle of January. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. I've got a couple of other things to try too, but for now I'm going to get started on my eyes. So for eye primer, I usually use concealer, but today I'm trying out the Shadow Insurance Eye Primer by Too Faced. I actually don't even remember the last time I used an eye primer instead of a concealer. I used to be obsessed with the Urban Decay one. When I used to use eye primer, I didn't used to set it because I used to use it because it was meant to like make it stick to the eyes better, but I am just going to set it anyway. And I'm just using the shade Topless from the Morello palette, and I'm just like really roughly just blending this all over my eye. I actually don't want too much of this pigment because it's like a white. Luckily I'm pale at the moment. Well, it's not white, it's more like a bone. But usually I would use like a color that matches my skin tone, but I can't be bothered finding one. So for my eyes, I am honestly so into these green shades. I find them like such unique shades and all that, so that's what I'm drawn to, so that's what I'm going to use. I think I'm going to start out with Nini, this transition shade first. So that blended out really easy. No fallout whatsoever. That's a really nice, like more of a cool tone transition shade. You've got like one that's a bit warmer here, but since I'm dealing with pretty cool tone colors, I just decided to use something that was cool toned in my crease as well. Next, I'm going in with the shade Marron. And I'm just gonna build that into the crease as well. I feel like Morello's first palette with Ciate London is one of the most underrated makeup palettes. I feel like there's nowhere near enough people talking about it. Whereas it's like my go-to, like if I'm doing like anything, if I'm going traveling or whatever, it's the one palette that I always take with me. So this one's so far so good as well. It's just like really nice eyeshadows. Like they all blend together really well. The first palette has a little bit more fallout than this one, but I don't really care about fallout, to be honest. Now I'm just gonna go back in with the brush that I used earlier and just make sure that it's real nice and buffed out. Using the same brush as I used for this shade, I'm just going to go into Beauty. Just to give it a bit more of that greeny, it's a bit almost like navy-ish as well. So I'm pretty much just concentrating this one on the outer third of the eye. Now I'm using this dark green metallic shade called Soul. So there's a little bit of fallout with this shade, but I haven't used any setting spray, which usually limits fallout, and the pigment is really nice without setting spray. So for me, I don't mind about a little bit of fallout. That color's so pretty. I didn't wet my brush, but you totally could if you want to, if you want it to be a bit more like pow, but I wanted it to be a little bit more like understated. Just gonna use some setting spray. I wish I had a cheaper one with me right now. And I'm gonna go in with Chartreuse. And I've just wet this straight out because I feel like you'll need it with a color like this. And I'm just popping that all over the lid. I feel like all the colors in this palette are like so unique. Like when would you ever find like a neon yellow green shade like this? After doing that first eye, I kind of think I'm gonna actually make this into a halo eye. So I'm going to go back in with Sol. And then I'm also going to take Sol on the inner part of my eye. I'm just taking Marron again, and just taking the eyeshadow a little bit higher. The only thing that I don't like about halo eyes, which is obviously nothing to do with the palette, but I have quite round eyes already, and I feel like when I do halo eyes, it kind of just makes my eyes look even more round, which I don't know if I really like the look of. But I'm digging this eyeshadow. It seems like it was actually only that dark green shade that gave me any fallout, and like I feel like that's partially my fault because I didn't use it damp how I usually use metallics, and I also applied it at one point with a fluffy brush. So yeah, so far I really like this palette. I just love how unique the colors are. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna move on to eyelashes. I've got these new faux mink ones from XO Beauty, so they're super pretty. And I think I'm just going to do a little quick liner to blend them in first. So while those lashes are getting tacky, I'm going to go in with primer, and this one is the Victoria Beckham by Estee Lauder. It's meant to be an illuminating. Oh, that first it was like really chunky, like dried. This is meant to be an illuminating primer. Yeah, the pump was a bit iffy. Immediate thoughts. This feels and looks and smells exactly like MAC strobe cream. Like, this could be the exact same product. I love strobe cream though, so I'm not actually complaining. I thought this would be a good primer to use because I'm gonna go in with a matte foundation, and I'll show you that in a sec. I'm just gonna put my lashes on. I forgot to mention I'm using a new glue. This one's by Lauder. First impression is that I really don't like it. This has been sitting there for literally maybe like a minute and it's still not tacky. These lashes are sick though, I love them. I'm gonna use the Victoria Beckham by Estee Lauder mascara as well. Kind of hard to judge the mascara with eyelashes, but hopefully the bottom lashes at least gives us some indication. So the foundation I'm using is the YSL All Hours foundation. I haven't used this yet, I just swatched it and also color matched my face, and it seems to match me quite well when I'm not fake tanned, like right now. But I'm just spraying my sponge because I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I'm literally just about to pour my water bottle on it. That's so lazy, but oh well. I've got 2 pumps on my finger and I'm just going to apply this evenly around my face. I've heard heaps of really amazing things about this foundation, but in New Zealand it's $101. So I feel like even if I really love it, it's still gonna be a really big decision of whether to like repurchase it. I'm not sure if it's because of that illuminator underneath, that's definitely probably part of it, but it doesn't look super matte, and the whole thing was that it was meant to be really matte, which I don't like because I like having glowy skin. So that's like a nice surprise that it's actually not matte on me, but as I said before, that could be because of the illuminating primer. Cool, so it actually looks really pretty on the skin. I'm now just going to go in with that same concealer, which also matches the foundation. I actually just didn't realize how full coverage I just went with that foundation. Whoops. My skin looks really pretty. Definitely more full coverage than what I usually go for, but it looks good. It looks like these 2 products work very nicely together, but then again, this is Estee Lauder Victoria Beckham and this is YSL, so they're probably very expensive if you wanted to get them both. It does remind me though of Maybelline Fit Me a little bit, so that's a $22 option, and then this is looks just like strobe cream, and you can get minis of those for like 25. So if you're on a budget, those two combined could probably give you like this exact same look. I like the concealer as well, not bad, not the best thing I've ever used, but yeah, not bad. For powder, I'm going in with the Perfectionist by Estee Lauder, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush, I guess just meant to get the top. I'm just gonna actually just swirl the whole thing because I like a little bit of glow, as we probably all figured. So I actually don't set my foundation a lot of the time, which you guys probably find weird. Yeah, no, I usually find that like if you just let it settle into your skin for a bit, you're fine. But this is nice. That just made me like, it like mattified me a little bit, but then I'm like still got that glow. So I'm taking this Inika bronzer. Inika is a really nice brand. I actually went to one of their launches, and they're all like natural, organic, cruelty-free, like really beautiful, beautiful stuff. This bronzer is in the shade Sunkissed. That's pretty. My first impression was that it didn't look very pigmented, but that's fine when it's a bronzer. But the color is actually quite nice. Like, it's a bit warm, but it's blending out like so easy. And when it's called Sunkissed, you kind of expect it to be warm, don't you? Oh my god. Organic makeup for the win. Okay, I really like that, and I genuinely didn't think I would. That's probably just my own sort of like preconceived ideas of mineral and organic makeup and all that, but that is so pretty. Definitely not a contour shade, definitely just a bronzer, but it blended out so nice. It looks so smooth on the skin. Yeah, I actually love that. For highlighter, I'm using this one by Wet n Wild. It is called Rainbow Highlighter, and it bronzes over the rainbow. I actually haven't even opened it. So I'm just gonna take my highlighter brush and just do like a mix of all of them. Nice and bronze. This is so pretty. This looks like champagne pop. Definitely a more chunky formula, like not as smooth. But this is like $5 or something, I'm pretty sure, and that is so pretty. That is a yes from me. Now I'm gonna go in with blush. This one's Frat Boy by the Balm. Haven't used this before, but it's like a really nice mid-tone pink. But I'm just gonna apply this to the apples on my cheekbones. Pretty. Not my go-to color with a green eye, but pretty. If I was doing that real fresh summer makeup, yes. But I actually think it clashes a little bit with this color. I'd probably usually, my fault for not bringing one, but I probably usually go on with something a little bit peachier, more warmer. Cool, so now that the face is done, I'm gonna finish off the eyes. I'm gonna start off with Marron. Keeping that thicker on the outer part of my eye and then just making it really thin as you move closer to the middle. Then I'm gonna take the metallic shade, same brush because I'm lazy. And then finally, I'm just gonna wipe off my brush, hit it with some setting spray, and then I'm gonna take that lime-ish neon green. And now I'm taking that same Victoria Beckham. That's really nice on the bottom lashes. Guys, I'm really feeling this makeup. I can't believe how successful this has been for like a full face of first impressions. I actually don't think there's anything that I haven't liked. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in now with Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick. I haven't actually used any of Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks before. By the way, I got this mini in a bundle from makeup.co.nz. It was only $99 for I think like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 7 or so. Like there was like a decent amount. First impression, this feels like really nice on the lips. It feels like a normal lipstick, like a matte lipstick, like in a bullet. And I really like the tone of it. But anyways, this is the final look. Do you know what? You know how I said with that blush how I didn't think it worked very well with the eyes? Now that I've got the lips on, I feel like it actually ties them together really, really well. And this whole look, I'm so surprised, but I feel like I actually genuinely love everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I fully forgot to film an outro, so this is it. But if you enjoyed it, please, please, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!